guys, hope you're all well. Right, we are having a lazy Sunday afternoon, although we are doing a little job. Blue's got himself all comfortable on the kneeling pad. It's a good job you haven't got smelly vision. I don't know what he's eating, but it's not pleasant. What you been eating, Blue? Hey? What you been eating? Huh? He's wagging his tail. Yeah, you smell quite badly. Whew. Anyway, oh, hello. Hello, mate. That's it. Come closer. And I don't want that end. Absolutely not. I don't want that end. It stinks. Anyway, yeah, busy week again. Lots of people in and out doing different jobs and things like that. I've had a massive clean up in the shed, or probably you can't tell, but we've had everything out of the shed, tipped everything off shelves and everything, dusted all the tops off, swept up, cleaned the lathe, everything. And in the process, I've lost my van keys. So I've got to hunt for them now. But first, I'll probably hunt for them tomorrow. I don't need it today. A little job on a dirt bike. So I've got to make a little aluminium cap to actually hide the light and make it nice and neat. Let's have a look. Are you all right down there? Hey, come on, let me up. Right, that light. So that is a little spotlight. It's very, very, very bright. And it's sort of there for emergencies. So this bike is an out-and-out motocross bike. So it was never manufactured with lights on. And it's got a temporary, sort of a temporary, standalone lighting system on it. Let's see, let's have a look. The brake light works. Hold on, see if we can reach. So that works, and it's got a little switch, a hidden switch, where if you are caught out, you'll be able to take the cap off the light and turn the lights on in an emergency. So this bike will only have a daytime MOT, or however they word it, no lights present at time of MOT. It's illegal, it's legal, it's perfectly okay to do that, and it's perfectly okay to actually tape the lights up. And if there was a visible switch, you're well within your rights to tape all that up, and the guy at the MOT centre cannot touch it. He cannot undo that tape to reveal switches and lights. It's quite obvious what's there, but he's not allowed to touch it. He'll just have to MOT it as a daytime MOT. Reason being, this has got a standalone electric lighting system on it. As I said, it's a motocross bike, and we did not want to interfere with the electrical side of the bike, the running of the engine, because basically this is a fuel injected bike and it's all designed to run that system. That is it. We did not want to interfere with it. We didn't want to run the risk. Like I say, this is an emergency light kit. If you are caught out in the dark, it will get you home. There's no high beam, low beam. It is solely for an emergency. The rule is try not to get caught out in the dark with it, but it's there if that happens. So it's got, which side did we put that? I can't remember. It's got a little hidden key switch in there. And for emergencies, up here, we have the key for it. Tucked down there, strapped up. So if you do get caught out, basically you rip that off or cut the cable tie, and then you are able to turn the lights on. Front and back light will come on. So yeah, it's got its MOT this week. So I don't particularly want to tape lights up. I want to make a nice aluminium cap that will just pop onto that front light, just so it's sort of no lights present at time of MOT, and it will go through and be however they word it now. I don't know, it may just be at daytime only. I say it is absolute dire emergency if you do get caught out in the dark. You never know with green laning, you could have hold ups, you could have accidents, you could have things go wrong, mechanical problems, and you get stranded up the mountain for a bit longer than what you thought, and you're coming down there in the dark, which you really don't want to do. Anyway, I've got to turn down this big lump of metal here to the size of the light, the little spotlight that's in the number board, and then we can form a piece of aluminium around that metal lump. Right, that's that sorted. So that's the bit we've just done. That bit is now obviously the size of the light. We've got that bit that will go there. We've got a hole cutter and we've got a piece of alloy. So what I'm going to try and do now is cut a circle out with that without the centre drilling. I think if I clamp it down, it should be okay. I think. So what we got here, 76 mil. This is 60, just about in round money. So that should give us enough to roll all the edges around, hopefully. Anyway, we're going to clamp it in the drill and see if it all works. Let's see how we get on there. Plug it in. It might be a little bit wibbly wobbly. Hopefully it'll get us somewhat near a round circle. About there. One clamp. Oh, let's find out. Ooh, I think we've managed it. Yes, hopefully that's going to be big enough to get it round. That wasn't very nice, was it? That was a little bit nasty, to be fair. Not good. Right, we've got it out. Okay, we'll just knock the burrs off that and tidy it up a little bit. That's a bit better. Right, let's see how the shaping goes. Okay, we've got that in the vise. It's as central as I can get it. Even if it's a little bit off, I can sort of balance it up with the returns sort of thing. But we'll see how that we'll see how it folds round. Obviously I'll be only able to do little sections at a time holding it like this in the vise. I'll try and get it round far enough so it'd be really easy to turn around and keep central then. I'm not going to go all the way around with that. I'm going to turn it around now and get the other side in. That looks about right. Obviously we're going to get some bruising, but we'll dress that out at the end. That's getting there. You just have to sort of keep at it till it's properly in. Obviously when you're hammering in areas, it is trying to pop back out in other areas further around. So I'm just chasing them in. And eventually it will give up and just behave itself. Let's try there. That's about there, I think. Got a good radius there. All we gotta do is dress the very edge up and that way as well. I think that might do it. We'll have to see how it fits. Like I say, it's just a temporary thing to go over for the MOT I wanted to do something a bit better than taping it up. Right, let's dress the edges up. Right, a little change of mind now. I'm going to dress that up. I'm going to see if that'll actually stay on there, and very, very carefully see if we can dress them edges up. Just doing a tiny bit at a time. Not going too mad, because obviously it will pick it up and it'll jump off and probably destroy it no more. Look. Look at that. I'm going to get a little file. This is probably a massive no-no. There's probably going to be all them health and safety type folk saying don't do that. I get it, but I'm going to do it. Obviously I'm being very careful, and honestly I'm going to say don't do it, it's stupid. That's alright, that is. Just a careful polish up. Again, this is probably frowned upon. But it's going to mangle nobody else's fingers up bar mine. So don't do it. Let's have a look at that. That's not too bad. Just tidy that back edge up a bit. I think it'll be good to go. There we go. Got a couple of little rings in there, but I don't think I'm going to fuss over that. Like I say, it's just a cap to go on for the MOT. I may even make something that it'll keep it on there. It may even stay on there, I don't know. I might put it to the test. If I lose it, we can make another one. We will see. Right, let's go and do the important bit. See if it does fit nicely. That'll do. That'll do, I think. That's all right. Looks a little bit better than it being taped up for MOT time, I guess. I'm happy with that. it grips it fairly well actually. Yeah. Sorted. Alright, this is done. This bike, when it came in here a couple of months ago now, was an absolute wreck. It really was a wreck, but it actually had some nice bits on it. And underneath all the muck and filth and bodging, there was sort of a nice bike. Yeah, you're probably aware the KTM's gone. The KTM went a while ago. I weren't using it because I'd done my arm, and when it went, I regretted it instantly. As you do. I'm sure you've all done that. You've all got one of them bikes that you've let it go and you regret it straight away, or it starts sinking in over time and you're thinking, why did I get rid of that? Because I absolutely love that KTM. So with this being a little bit newer, it came for the right moment because it was an absolute mess. That this is the one where the back suspension was seized up solid. It had been totally abused and neglected, and just zero maintenance on it. I looked past all that. I thought, you know what, it's come cheap enough, we can sort this out. But the linkage that we took off, here's the linkage that we took off it. I don't know if you'll actually see it. So this has roller bearings in. Obviously they're all gone because they were basically disintegrating. That was just one big clump of rust in there. Yeah, it was quite bad. The thing is with these bikes, they tend to get jet washed a lot. And if you're jet washing it and then not maintaining anything that pivots or whatever, or moves or goes up and down, if you're not maintaining that and constantly throwing these things through mud, water, and then jet washing them, in fact, this wasn't even cleaned. It was neglected that much. It just had what possibly looked like years and years of crud baked into the engine and the exhaust, all in the nooks and crannies on here, was just caked in horrible filth. And if you looked at it, you probably thought it's not worth it, that's scrap. But over the last couple of months, we sort of brought it back to life. I sort of wished I'd filmed it, but like I say, I'm always unsure what to shove out on video. I am, because there's always lots of things in and out of here all the time, and I don't really film hardly any of it really, which I just try and concentrate on the obviously the bikes that we're doing. But evenings I tend to do different things, or early hours of the morning when I get up I do different things, which is what I've done with this. I was doing stuff to this at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning because luckily every job that needed doing on this was quiet work. There's no grinding, hammering, welding or anything like that. So they're great jobs when you've, like me, you're rubbish at sleeping. They're just nice little projects to do. So that's all done. Everything, we just went through everything on it. And it's ready to go. Yeah. Well, like I say, it's got a standalone sort of kit on it that I've sort of made up. Underneath the seat, it's actually a 12-volt alarm battery. You know, the standby batteries that you have in alarms, because from what I understand, they hold their charge fairly well. What I am going to do with this is do a test, literally make sure the battery's fully charged and leave the lights on and time how long they last. That'll give us some sort of idea how long you've got to get back to the van or whatever if you do get caught out in the dark. but they should, it's all LEDs, they should last a fair amount of time really. We'll see. I'll put that to the test. Fully charge the battery, leave the lights on and time it, see how long we go. And again, we didn't want to chip into the engine's wiring. I don't know, you see some people have a go at it. You know, there's all sorts of weird and wonderful like ideas that people have used to try and put lights on a motocross bike. There probably is things you can do, I get that. You know, it's probably someone going to be telling me you should do that, you do that, it's okay. Put a few banana skins in the tank and half a cherry and a flux capacitor and it'll be fine. I don't know. I just felt safer doing it completely standalone, and I'm going to have no issues with how that engine runs. That is what I prefer to do, and it was simple. It was a simple job. I'll say it's on a relay, it's on fuses, so everything on it is safe. And let's have a look at the key. Let's have a look at the key switch. So it's just on these little things, as I showed you earlier. We have one there in case it's needed. A bit like break glass to get key and all that sort of thing. Or break glass to set fire alarm off, that sort of thing. Oh yeah. Literally is hidden in there. Get the key the right way. And you put that in, turn it, and that's lights on. Better take the cap off, haven't we? Yeah, they're bright. We got the back light. Yeah, I'll put that to the test, see how long they last on that battery, and I'll let you know. The next thing with this is ride it, I guess. Go and put it to the test, see if anything falls off. But yeah, I wished I even got a photo of it. Didn't even take a photo of it when it came in here. That's a bit silly really, isn't it? Like I say, stuff is in and out here all the time. I just didn't think. Probably none of you are really interested in this sort of thing. I don't know. I didn't take a photo of it. It's just been going on for the last couple of months, tinkering around and putting it right and making it into some sort of condition where it's usable. And it's come out really, really well. I'm very pleased with it. Anyway, don't think there's much else. Oh yeah, that's if anyone's interested, that great big drop tank that I showed you in one of the previous videos, that's now on eBay if anyone's interested in that. Obviously all the stickers are on there, and over time there's other bits and bobs going on there because I've had a massive shed clear out and I've got stuff to go through to list. Anyway, that'll do. Obviously the next video we'll be ploughing on with the Enfield. It's just the back brake to do on that now, and then that will be coming to bits and going up the powder coaters. That will be this week. So yeah, that Enfield will be totally stripped, stuff off to powder coaters, and we'll be cleaning the engine up. That is the next video. I thought I'd throw this in just to break it up a little bit. Anyway guys, cheers for watching. I'll see you very soon when we're continuing with a special sticker bike. Cheers for watching.